What's happening, guys? Welcome to The Wealthy. Guys, we have a great video for you guys today. Before we get into that, make sure to go ahead and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, you're a new subscriber, let us know in the comment section down below by saying you subscribed, and we will shout out one lucky person who does that. So make sure to go ahead and do that so you guys can be entered in the giveaway. Now, with startup companies, there's a lot of failures, but there's also a lot of successes. And today we're going to be going over the top 10 richest startup companies of 2019. Let's get into it. Now, through thin and thin, pretty much, there have been a lot of good startup companies throughout the years. The first one we're going to be going over, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have heard of. It's Uber. Its valuation is at $51 billion, and there's 3 owners in the company who are billionaires. Founded in March of 2009, the ride-hailing startup reached unicorn status in August 2013 when its popularity took off with a $258 million Series C investment, what valued the company at $3.72 billion. Just over a year later in 2014, the Uber co-founder and CEO Travis Kalanick first appeared on a Forbes Wealth rating with a net worth of $3 billion, which in fact was the fastest person to ever reach $1 billion net worth. Uber was just valued at $18 billion by that time. Kalanick's co-founder Garrett Camp joined in on the Forbes billionaires list in March 2015 with a net worth of $5.3 billion as well. Now, the next company we're going to be going over is Xiaomi. For those of you guys who aren't really sure or familiar with Xiaomi, it's pretty much a site where you can book hotel rooms or Airbnbs. Xiaomi's CEO Li Jun has a $9.8 billion fortune, which stems from his startup of $46 billion evaluation, which makes the smartphone maker the world's second most valuable startup, right behind Uber. In early March, Li reportedly said in a speech that he is not ruling out an IPO, a change from the previous assertions the company planned to remain private. Xiaomi was founded in April of 2010 and has become a unicorn of that status pretty over time. Now, we did just mention this in the last one because Airbnb came out of Xiaomi. Its valuation is at $25.5 billion, and there are 3 owners of the company, just like Uber as well. The hospitality startup Airbnb is the US's second largest unicorn. Airbnb's 3 co-founders, CEO Brian Chesky, CPO Joe Gebbia, and CTO Nathan Blecharek, are each worth $3.3 billion each. They all joined the billionaires list in March of 2015 with a net worth of $1.9 billion each. Founded in August 2008, Airbnb became a unicorn in July 2011 with a $1.3 billion evaluation. Now, upcoming, I don't think I've ever heard of this one. This one is pretty interesting. It's called Palantir. Its valuation is at $20.5 billion. Alexander Karp was the CEO and co-founder of the secretive data mining startup. Palantir has a $1.6 billion fortune. He has been on the Forbes billionaire list since March of 2015 when he debuted at the $1.2 billion fortune. He also had a $15.4 billion valuation at the time. Founded in 2004, Palantir became a unicorn in May 2011 and pretty much deserves to be on this list. Next, we have Didi Kuadi, and he is pretty much taking over the game. It's pretty much the co-founder Chang Wei is taking on fellow billionaire Travis Kalanick, the founder of Uber. Chang is a CEO of a Chinese ride-hailing giant, Didi Kuadi, who has a net worth of $1 billion. This is his first year on the Forbes list, but don't take off or don't think he's going to be leaving anytime soon because he's probably going to be a top 5 billionaire when it's all said and done in his lifetime on the Forbes list. This upcoming product, and I would say company in a sense, is probably the most recognizable out of all of these. Snapchat, which is evaluated at $16 billion, and they do have 2 co-founders. Snapchat's co-founders' names was Evan Spiegel and Bobby Murphy. Evan Spiegel's actually a very, very funny guy if you follow his Twitter. Just putting that out there though. But they are the world's youngest self-made billionaires. They took a simple idea from pretty much Instagram's app, the creation of it, and turned it into a $1 billion company. The pair first appeared on the Forbes billionaire list last year when the ephemeral message startup was valued at $10 billion. The Venice Beach-based company is now worth $16 billion following May 2015 and keeps on growing ever since. Last Thursday, the Wall Street Journal reported that Snapchat had raised around $175 million at a flat evaluation, pretty much the shortest sign-up evaluation of all time. Now, next we have a really neat company, and I'd like to include this in here because I've never heard of it. Flipkart. Flipkart co-founders Benny Bansal and Sanchil Bansal, no relations, which is crazy to me, are newcomers to the 3 Comma Club this year with $1.2 billion fortunes. The pair founded the online bookseller in 2007 and raised funding at $1.3 billion valuation in October of 2013. The company, which is India's top internet retailer, is now worth $15.2 billion, and its investors include Tiger Global Manager, Qatar Investment Authorities, and Napsters. Flipkart is the only Indian unicorn on the list and has hinted at plans for an IPO this year. Next, we have Pinterest. You guys know what Pinterest is. You know, your girlfriend or your friends who are girls, they love this app because its valuation is at $11 billion. There are 2 co-founders. An $11 billion valuation. In May 2015, landed Pinterest co-founders Ben Silbermann and Evan Sharp, surprising both males, on the billionaires list for the first time this year. CEO Silberman is worth $1.6 billion, and Chief Creative Officer Sharp is worth $1 billion. The scrapbooking site for virtual collectors was created in 2010 and became a unicorn in May 2012 with a $1.7 billion valuation, which I should add in there was the shortest time to ever become a unicorn. 2 years, think about it, 2 years it took them. That's insane. Next, we have Dropbox. Their valuation is at $10.4 billion. Forbes lowered its valuation of Dropbox co-founder and CEO Drew Houston's net worth from $1.2 billion to $1 billion, but I mean, come on, that's not something you'd be really sad about. I'd just be happy to have $10 in my pocket for tomorrow. The file-sharing cloud upstart pretty much funding at a $10 billion valuation 2 years ago, but hasn't raised any money since then. It's competing with enterprise players like Box. Houston founded Dropbox in 2007 with his MIT classmate Arash Ferdowsi. His net worth, if you guys want to know, is actually $500 million and achieved a unicorn valuation in October of 2011 after raising $250 million at a $4.6 billion valuation. Now that's pretty much going to wrap up our countdown today, guys. Since you guys made it through the whole video, make sure again to leave a like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments section down below that you did subscribe so you can be entered in next week's giveaway. But guys, I'm signing off. This is The Wealthy, and as always, see you guys later.